Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You are at the end of the month series for the May season of 2018, and during that time the sun was in Taurus. So during this time we appreciated both the physical and the material comfort. We appreciate luxury, beauty, and high quality goods and thrive on anything which pleases the senses. We also like to be in production, and we want to put that energy into power. Naturally, we feel more attuned to nature and very practical. We are also learning to have patience. We have a natural lean towards stability and security, and when it comes to love, it's a complex combo of toughness and sensitivity. To the outside world, you may appear completely composed, but inside, you're a hopeless romantic looking for that love of a lifetime. Your needs are basic. You want a stable, loyal partner who's affectionate as well as classy. But now, as I explain to you what is happening in astrology, you will feel much more enlightened with what the energy is showing you right now. But after the astrology is done, after I explain what is happening now, I want to go and explain a little bit to you about the twin flame journey. Have you all heard about the twin flames? Okay, if you have not, we're going to discuss the twin flames scenario. There is a journey, there is a mission. However, there's also soulmates too. There's also karmic people, and there's an ascension process. And we will discuss all of this in step-by-step patterns, but it needs to be separated so that there's a difference and it's much easier to understand, so that way you could process this a lot easier if it's in bits and pieces. So that way you can put the pieces together much easily for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start with the astrology right now. And what I wanted to tell you is that Uranus is in Aries until May 15th, and that full moon that was occurring was allowing you to have a clean break from the past. So as you move away from May, go into June, it's a clean break from the past. In some respects, it's signaled by a cycle that you have just begun. So it's going to be a new change of life overlapping the old life that you've had. You're going to completely change your game plan. Noticing that once before, that when your wheels were stuck in the mud, they are once again turning again. And this will start feeling like this is occurring from now until 2019. However, it's going to be on and off. While Saturn is in Capricorn, and it's also doing that transit. And with this transit along together, it's going to create a solid structure, helping you find your life's purpose. So that's the good news in this. So a lot of changes will be happening from now until 2019. Uranus is in Taurus for 7 years, I believe, from 2018 to 2026. It's going to be on and off. And what that means to you is there's going to be unexpected change in finances, and it can cause a rebellion. And this is something that is in a linear cycle that has repeated back in the 30s and the 40s. So there's going to everyone's going to have to learn about practicality, ingenuity, combined with a powerful drive from your life. And this is going to begin a new cycle. People are going to be wanting to take initiative. They're going to take new concepts and making them real and practical. Also, during this time, people are going to avoid getting stuck in the mud at all costs. They're going to be pushing and thriving through as hard as they can. It's not going to end from here. It's just going to get stronger and stronger. And also, what is also a linear cycle, meaning that this has happened again in the past, also back in the 30s, 1934 and 1935. Jupiter was in Scorpio at that time. It was collectively addressing financial issues, dealing with your shadow side, and healing your inner soul. Financially structuring yourself in a harmonic way, creating masterpieces from passion, being dependable, a front man, a leader, someone who is reliable, being compassionate, and experience having undoubted relationships. You know, everything from a soulful, real way. So that's why everything is restructurizing. That's why everybody was purging negativity out of their systems, because this is the time that we are all starting to ascend, especially people that are receiving these messages of ascension right now. This word is actually going to impact and change your life dramatically from now into the next 7 years. As you go through these changes, you will ask yourself from now until even the fall, this fall in 2018, is your life absolutely positively the way that you want to go, in the direction that you want for yourself? And this will be more directed and geared towards that way in 2019. There will be a part of you that will want to push through, and there will be a part of you that will paralyze in fear. But the energy was created so that you do have an urgency to make the changes that are needed. This is why you need to talk. This is why you need to talk about the twin flame journey. But before that, I want to tell you, the North Node is in Leo, while the full moon is in Sag, and the South Node is in Aquarius. So what this means to you is that a lot of people will be working on clearing up old karma patterns and asking yourself, what is the meaning to life? Creating and manifesting your heart's desire through that process, and being truly who you are, your authentic self, and understanding the beauty of uniqueness. This process will also review past trauma blocks and obstacles from previous programs that would not allow you to express yourself before. This process is teaching us to have hope as you go through the Gemini season. It is teaching us that as you open your Pandora box, you will see the quality of life and other things about yourself that causes you to expand. Once you find the beauty and hope, you are able to shut the Pandora box through hope. The best way to honor this full moon is to come from joy, optimism, and an open-minded approach to positivity in your life. Ask yourself, where do you limit your self-thinking? When you ask yourself, is this too good for me? I don't deserve this. It's good now. It's going to be bad later. It's too much. I'm too much. I'm not enough, etc. You know, you're going to have to be shifting all of those words into something completely positive. And this is what this transition is about. You're going to start accepting positivity, joy, expansion, and adventure into your life. And as we are seeking adventure, you'll find yourself romanced by doing something totally out of the ordinary. There will be a grand trine on the 29th of May. So as we move forward, there's going to be an energy of causing some feeling of being poetic, feeling romantic and joyous. There's nothing wrong with that if you have been working hard. As always, it's about keeping balance. Usually trines are about balance, healing, and harmony. So the average sane person should be fine. Be aware that this trine can cause your heart to open wide, wide up. It will teach you to release and let love overcome your fears. Okay, so this month we're going to talk about twin flames and karma. And I'm going to talk, the first thing, that I'm going to talk about when it comes to twin flames is the 7 steps of the twin flame journey. So now, anytime from 2012 to 2019, many have even met even sooner, but most is during this time, 2012 to 2019. Lots of people will be introduced to their twin flame, and by then you'll know who this person is, because this person is a person that mirrors you. And everyone else is a watered down version of them. They are your absolute love. Everyone else is just a mirage. This is the person that you always love unconditionally. This person is here to assist you in the mission of the changes in a better universe. This person is the air to your breath when it comes to manifestation. This person that you meet in this life can be a lover, a friend, or even a relative, but the goal of this person is allow you to ascend into the next dimension to help the earth. Now there's one twin flame, but there's many soul mates, so we're not going to get confused with the soul mates. We'll talk about that on the next ending month, but this month we're going to talk about the twin flame journey, because it's very, very important that you know how this process works. After that, we will also talk about the dimensions in the next series, but I want to start the topic that I'm sure many of you were very interested in. And as you meet your twin flame and as you progress, you will see old karmic programming being released, which causes the ascension process to occur. It's definitely an uphill battle, but let me explain the parts of the grid so you may become enlightened. As time progresses, I will show you all the links of the grid to help your ascension process as well. So if you want to find this poster, this is not a poster that I have created. This is something that you can also find on Google. It's called the Twin Flame Mission. It's just the 7 steps of the Twin Flame Mission. So if there is a partner that you've found in your lifetime, you know there's absolute unconditional love, and you know that there are steps that you need to take into your process for you to be aligned together. These are the 7 major steps you must take in order for you guys to be in full union together. Once you guys are in full union together, you can manifest anything you need for the world to progress. You will be in another dimension together, on the 5th dimension. And I will explain to you, which is the intuitive dimension where everybody has more psychic abilities at that point because they have linked with their twin flame. The moment that you link with your twin flame, you may feel your pineal gland fluttering, dreams of your past life, knowing them, different ascension numbers, different things that are just patterning up life's lessons that are mirroring your twin flame in any weird, odd shape or form. So let's go on to these 7 steps, and if you guys ever want to like, comment, share, subscribe, please do so. I'm very open-minded. Just keep it positive, because it's always about positivity. It's always about love and unconditional love. So let's go on with the 7 steps. Okay, so number 1, it's simpler than it sounds. The so-called twin flame mission is to love, to come together in soul's harmony, and thereby form a gateway for high vibrational energies to flood the Earth's plane, assisting the planet. So you need to ask yourself, how do you and your twin flame assist the planet every time you link? So emotionally, like, how does it help everybody around you, or how does it help the world progress? Do you guys have dreams that are similar to each other's, where you can make a world a better place? Have you guys talked about this kind of thing? Number 2, all you need is love. Twin flames in union can powerfully radiate high vibrational love in the field around them, impacting others for miles around. All you must do for this to happen is love. By you being happily connected with each other, you are fulfilling your mission perfectly. So was there a time that you were miserable with your twin flame? You knew that this was the unconditional love of your life, but are you fulfilling your mission perfectly? Are you being happy? Because in order for you to come into union, you have to be happy also with yourself, with your situation, and everything around it. That's what's going to make it progress. You don't have to physically be close for this to happen. The gateway is activated on an energetic level. So ask yourself, are you fully loving during this time? Number 3, the secret codes. Twin flames are also carriers of dormant light codes of unconditional love, self-love, and acceptance to the spread for the benefit of the whole planet. There have been several different waves of twin flames activated in this way at various times. 2012 was a big trigger year for many of the second wave. The key awakening codes for twin flames and light workers are 1111. Do you see numbers and paired linked to numbers like this? Do you see this number? Do you see special numbers that are repeating over and over every time you're with your twin flame, or every time you're in a situation with them? Number 4, ascension and challenges. To help you and your twin flame reunite in love, your souls are doing you the favor, it is really a favor, to purge any negativity, hurt, sadness, anger, fear that you ever took on in life, anything in the way of love. This process can be challenging, and this is where triggers of running and separation come from. Ask yourself, what limits you and your partner? So was there something that you said that it was above your limit to love that person? And that's what causes the running and the separation process. Number 5, pre-planned. Before you were born, you and your twin soul carefully planned the circumstances of your life's beginnings. Family genetics genetic traits, ancestral karma, geographic location, and so on. Everything for you to best be able to fulfill your mission to love, including the obstacles to learn from. Have you investigated your genealogy to see what ancestral karma mentions? What patterns are you breaking for unconditional love? Number 6, making way for love. You deliberately choose certain challenges that would enable you to break through limitations and negativity. Ancestral karmic wounds of rejection, abandonment, pain, so that you with your twin reunion will not only come together in love, but genetically heal genetically embedded pain for your families and the people around you. What pattern are you breaking for unconditional love? And number 7, the last, is breaking boundaries. For the sake of the planet's development, many twin flames with wide differences in pair, big age gaps, ethnic differences, cultural contrasts, and so on, is highly common for twin flames. The reason is that uniting and bridging these polarities helps open up the world to new templates and concepts of love. So, whether you are on step 4, step 5, step 3, during this process, the runner and the chaser can happen. And when you find your own light and you start lighting the negativity and healing all of that, is when you can all come into union. When everyone is in union, there's a healing process that is beginning. And there will be a solar flare sometime in September. That will be the activation of some of these twin flames finally returning. This will be a portal opening up. Now, if you've done your homework in this time, in this process, that portal could open for you. Otherwise, you're going to have to learn through karmic lessons, karmic relationships, or issues, repairing that until you finally push through to what your real authentic truth self is. And pushing through your authentic true self and actually accepting yourself and loving yourself and allowing yourself to be happy is really what makes everything happen and heal for you. You understanding that you do deserve everything that you desire, as long as it's the goodness for all. So that is my end of the month culmination reading as we move away from Taurus and enter into the Gemini period. You will see that you are accepting the duality of the realness of the truth, the good, the bad, the positive, the negative, and telling yourself what you will allow in your life and what you won't allow. But Gemini is also the truth seeker at no judgment. Gemini will look through all aspects of everything. And it's the form of communication. It will allow the communication lines to begin, the healing process. And as you allow the Gemini process, it's allowing the good, it's allowing the bad, it's allowing communication to come through, so that way there may be some truth illuminated for you. And when that truth is illuminated, it could be healing. When you accept it as something positive, you accept it as something healing. You nurture yourself, you nurture your body, you nurture your family, you nurture your community. There's nothing more but positivity. And as I leave you this month, I hope to leave you with light and love, and I hope to see you all again for your June readings. Take care and God bless.